Hello. Well, aren't you peculiar? I suppose you fell down the rabbit hole as well, didn't you? Well, I can tell because you look terribly muddy and dusty. I actually did the same. I followed a white rabbit and he led me down this terribly long and muddy hole, and now I have been here for a while, although I'm not sure exactly how long. No, I can't remember how long. Anyway, what's your name? Oh, you don't remember. You must have hit your head. Well, we should probably dust you off at least and have you looking a bit smarter, shall we? I have just the thing. I hope you don't mind. Just say if you get uncomfortable. My name is Alice. Yes, Alice. I don't remember a great deal, so I must have been here for quite a while. But sometimes the memories come back to me. Ah, yes, well, about that. I'm not sure there is a way out. I have tried. Maybe now that you're here, we can find it together. There is a terrible woman that rules this land, though, I know that much. She would be the Queen of Hearts. Yes, like the card game. I know it sounds bonkers, doesn't it? Absolutely peculiar, but I suppose since we are in this strange Wonderland, we should probably abide by its rules if we hope to escape. I know, it can look quite enchanting and quite welcoming from first glance, but let me tell you, it is not. There is a terrible creature that roams the skies. Yes, it can fly. Yes, abandon all common sense at this point. It's no use to you here. So this creature, I have only seen it a few times, but it is absolutely humongous. It flies around making this terrible screeching sound. It's terribly, terribly frightening. Yes, I would not recommend facing it head on if ever you see it. Just run and hide. That's what I've done, and I think that's why I'm still here. Oh, and if you see little bottles with drink me on them, if you know what's good for you, you won't. Yes, they are very, very strange. Well, one can make you grow extremely tall, and one can make you grow extremely small. But the problem is, and I've seen it happen to others, sometimes it doesn't stop, and then you just explode, and we don't want that. No. Yes, there have been others that have fallen down here, and they're terribly stupid and are ignorant to the rules here. There are ways to survive this place. I think it would do you good to stick with me. I do have friends here. One of them, absolutely mad, as mad as a hatter. And that's why he's got his name, Hatter. He is incredible at making all kinds of different hats, but I'm afraid his madness may overcome him one day. He's sort of drifting on the edge at the moment. he can have these terrible episodes. But he's completely harmless, mostly. Only danger to himself. No, his family, they all died horribly in a fire caused by the Jabberwocky, the terrible beast that flies around at night. The Queen's guards sometimes patrol as well, looking for something. I'm not sure exactly what. Although, I seem to remember a while ago, they mentioned me. Cannot imagine what she wants with me. But as I said, you'll be fine as long as you stick by me, and I'll look after you. Here you go. Oh, might be a bit hot to start with. I'll just leave it down there for you. Let me know if you want any more. Okay. I think you're all dusted off quite nicely. So, I won't bother you any longer with that. Do you have any questions? Oh, to eat. Well, down here, or wherever we may be, I'm not sure we're in the same dimension anymore, but in Wonderland, there are things that you better not go near. Certain mushrooms and berries that can turn you into a complete monster. Well, there is a little handbook I wrote myself somewhere. I'll have to go and find it. But a lot of things are actually okay. It might be a bit strange to you though, but you will recognise some things that were from back home. Things are strange here, but not completely alien. I know. It may seem a lot to take in, and you probably miss your family a lot. But you'll forget them soon. Oh yes, memory fades quite quickly. I'm not sure time works here the same as it does back home. Maybe if we go home, everybody we love will be terribly old or dead. But maybe not. Yes, being down here can send you quite mad after a while. But then I think that you have to be quite mad to have ended up here. A white rabbit in a waistcoat. And a pocket watch. I'm fairly certain most people don't see those kinds of things normally. Is that what you saw? Oh, you saw it too. He is about, actually. I try and wrangle him and ask him questions, but he's always going on about how terribly late he is, and I can't be bothered with him. You're better off asking the Hatter if you want to know anything, although you may get some rather peculiar answers, and you'll have to decode them. Yes, the Dormouse and the March Hare. They are quite bonkers as well, but make for good conversation at least. I think you and I are probably the sanest ones here, although as you have ended up here, well, maybe we are the craziest of all. Maybe this place isn't even real, and it's just in our imagination. I can't even remember where I last was before I came here. Only that I saw that rabbit. He looked terribly scared. Must be because of the Queen of Hearts. Sometimes I swear I can hear her shrieking from her castle. Oh, her castle. I did try and venture there, actually. I got rather brave and courageous. But, well, the Jabberwocky scared me away. I haven't quite built up the courage yet to fight him. But maybe you can help. There is something we need to retrieve first, if we're to make it out alive, or even have any hope at all of destroying this creature. Oh yes, we must fight it and kill it to leave. I'm fairly sure. Well, we need to get the Vorpal Blade. Yes, it's a weapon of death. But that's what it takes, I think, to leave. We need to go get that. Between the Hatter's ramblings about absolute nonsense, he did mention that, and I'm fairly certain there is truth to it. So, if you will accompany me, we should go soon, before our memories fade too much. Yes, sometimes I hear noises. I'm not sure exactly what they are, but we should stick together. Don't worry, you'll be okay. This isn't like any place that you've ever been or I've ever been, but I have been here for quite a while, so I know my way around roughly. Yes, we should go and see the Hatter soon. You can ask him as many questions as you like before he rambles himself into oblivion. Yes, we don't have long if we wish to make sense of his conversation. There are those in the Queen's castle that we can rely on also. You see, the Vorpal sword is near her castle, so we will need to go there to retrieve it. We'll be okay if we go together. I dare not venture on my own. Even the Hatter won't go with me. He may seem a bit kooky, but he's not stupid. He's actually very smart. Although there is one rhyme he always asks me and I've yet to come up with an answer. Why is a raven like a writing desk? Do you have any idea? It's driving me crazy. One day maybe I'll find out. Maybe the answer is somewhere back home. Whatever home is now. But you've only just arrived, so there's still time for you. Right. Is there anything that I should know before we go on? Oh, well that's terribly sad. I'm sure that you'll be okay. Yes, well, when I was back home, I seem to remember I didn't get a lot of sleep either. It's perfectly possible that we are back home, and we're actually hallucinating and have somehow imagined each other into our hallucinations. I know it sounds crazy, I've been here too long. Are you hungry? Oh, yes, well, when you're nervous, it's quite normal that you'll lose your appetite. Maybe you'll gain it on the way. It will take a lot of walking. I'm afraid there's no shortcut, really. Well, there is one thing. The Bandersnatch, although typically it is the Queen of Hearts' guard dog, but I've heard rumours that it can be tamed. Maybe we should go and try first. No, the Bandersnatch, it doesn't actually live too close to the castle, so I think we'd make it pretty undetected. Although, we should wear disguises first. We should go and see the Hatter and choose a new outfit. And a hat, of course. Well, you're already in disguise, but you don't look very good, so we should get you another outfit. I think you've torn your clothes terribly by falling down that rabbit hole. Yes, it's all the random furniture and things flying past you. I think you've got quite a few rips in your clothes. We should get you something better. Oh yes, you can choose any hat you'd like. My favourite. I do love a top hat. I don't know if it'd suit me, but yes, don't worry, he is crazy, but I suppose we're all mad down here, aren't we? Okay. Well, if you're feeling okay, we should probably get going soon. Another sip of tea, perhaps? There you go. Well, there is actually one thing I should probably tell you before we get going. The Queen of Hearts. She has spies everywhere throughout Wonderland. You should keep an eye out for those. Don't trust anybody but me, okay? And I'm sad to say it, but not even the Hatter. Not because he's a bad person, but he doesn't know his own mind. As I'm sure a lot of us don't from time to time, but he is particularly unstable. Yes, but apart from that, you should be fine. We'll get you some new clothes, and then we will go and retrieve the Bandersnatch, and then the Vorpal Sword. And then, well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We will cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay then, if we're ready, we should go.